Once again, good morning. Welcome back. Happy Friday, wherever you are across the country. We sure hope you're having a great morning so far. And if you're like Ed, you're ready to go. That's right. Morning, Ed.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How you guys doing this morning? Well, I don't have to
Fine.
ask. I don't hear. Carmen is in high spirits.
So when then under his breath just now when you ask, how are you guys doing this morning? He said, I'm good. You're knowing the struggle, right?
Yes. In denial, but that's good.
Don't
denial.
worry, partner. I got you. They're right here for you.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Yeah. So anyway, we want to talk about, the holidays are coming. People are wondering, well, my goodness, we're going to be enjoying some good food and good drinks. And, an important thing that I always emphasize with the people I coach is the importance of getting the head together first. As you set out on any kind of journey, whether it is fitness, weight loss, or whatever it is, some quest that you have in your life, something you want to change, something you want to accomplish. And, that's the first thing we need to do, get the head together, get the thoughts under control, right? Decide. That's a very powerful word, making the decision. A lot of people are procrastinating their decision. Okay, well, I know I need to lose some weight
Before Christmas.
But
after Christmas.
next week I work on that the 1st of January, man. I make one resolution, New Year's resolution, come 1st of January, and that's procrastination, right? That's the thief of time. We've been taught that from the beginning of time. Procrastination is the thief of time. So we have to decide, and we have to decide now. And then a very powerful thing happens when we decide. The forces of the universe come to our aid. Actually, that's how we rein in these forces to work for us, when we decide, when we make a decision. And then, after you decide, then you have to develop something that is called a burning desire. Imagine a desire that burns you, kicks you, gets you out of bed in the morning, and and pushes you. But I want to emphasize and help folks, the listeners out there, to understand the power of thoughts, right? Thoughts, or the power of the mind, right? I'm sure most people have an idea. I mean, the mind is the center of control. It's the control station.
But doesn't it all start with how you value yourself?
Absolutely.
If you give yourself small value, your thoughts will be small.
Exactly.
If you value yourself,
Exactly.
with a high value, you will take
Exactly.
more regard for what, like you said, if you want to prepare for the Christmas, and you tell yourself, you decide, I only have one drink every night. And you stick to that one drink every night. I will only eat, or leave it at the food, and I eat a lot of it.
But-
this is where it gets.
But I'm glad you said that, because I think sometimes we set goals for ourselves, which before you even start out,
Too high, no?
that is correct. You're ensuring that
So
you're
they're
not going to achieve
you're
those
setting
goals.
yourself
You have
to
to
fail,
set goals that are achievable.
Right. So the goals are not smart. I like this acronym, SMART. They are specific, right? So you don't want to set a vague goal like, well,
I might run 10 miles.
or I just want to watch where I eat over these holidays. That's too vague, right? So it's got to be specific, right? To the point where you can taste it, you can smell it, you can hear it, almost to that.
10 miles in a month. By the end of a month, I'll be up to 10 miles.
So specific.
I say hold yourself accountable.
Measurable. That's the other word.
That's
Key.
right.
It's got
You
to
have
be
to know your
measurable,
limits.
because if you're unable to measure it, so how you know you accomplished.
I need
your
to
goal?
lose some weight, but I know I get on the scale if you say what am I weight right now, so that
first
I
of
know
all-
how much weight I need to lose.
Very
right?
big, some weight. And then whenever I talk, some people, not everybody, but a lot of people, they don't want to do what we call a baseline body diagnostic. A baseline body diagnostic establishes where you are. People are afraid to look at where they are. But that's where you start. You have to start where you are, right? And you have to know that, because then you have to measure based on that, whether you have gone forward or backward.
It's hard, Ed, to know that you have put on some weight that you ought not to be carrying, and then you start to avoid your mirror, you know, the mirror where you normally they admire yourself in, while you pass that with clothes on. You stop past that when you don't have on no clothes, right? That's how it starts. So you're avoiding everything that you know you need to do to get yourself on track.
Right. And but it's important to deal with that, to look at that, but what most people, what I say to them is, okay, what's important is where you're going, not where you are. But you start with where you are, and then you decide where you're going, right? So it's important to document that, to establish that, right? Because this is what will enable you to see results. And results, that's the most motivating thing. When you see results, you become fired up. And while horses can't stop you, you know, then you take, you just, get into it and get that momentum. And that's when the forces of the universe kick in. They come to your aid. Right? But you have to decide.
But you have to be real. I mean, you have to be real with yourself.
Well, that's part of the smart.
You can't get up one morning and look at a magazine and say, well, I will look like that person by this. No, you have to know your structure.
You're right on target.
And how long it will take you to get there.
Specific.
What I can do.
Measurable.
Right.
Realistic. That's the other one. Achievable.
Achievable.
And then
you have
realistic.
To be time bound. You have to get the specific time. Yeah.
No, a goal is a dream with a time limit. That's what a goal is. We all have dreams. We can dream all day about something, but if we don't decide, okay, I want to accomplish this by the end of the year, or in the next year, or whatever time limit we put on it, then it's just a dream.
And get up and actually start working towards it.
Right. And as such, it's just a pipe dream. But I mentioned earlier about this this great philosopher from way back. He said, I think, therefore I am. Socrates, I think it was. I think, therefore I am. Well, if you think you're fat, then that means you're fat. If you think you're skinny, then, but Tony Quinn, really, he came up with this philosophy, these principles that I learned that really have been instrumental in my life in terms of getting my head together. He said, he turned that around the opposite way. I am, therefore I think. What I learned from him is that thoughts, you control them. There's a thinker behind the thoughts. Your thoughts can sabotage your health.
Yes, they do.
They can sabotage your life. They sabotage your success. Fear. A lot of people fear things. They fear success. They fear sickness. They fear death. But what really is fear? There's an acronym for fear which I love. False evidence appearing real. That's the acronym for fear. False evidence. And whenever I think of this,
I like that.
Whenever I think of this, I remember when I was a kid, and whenever we were passing that burial ground. Remember when you're going up the road, the Western Road, and you got past that burial ground, right? Remember that big fig tree that looked so eerie?
Big one,
That was right there. Well, as kids, when we passed there at night, you'd be in a vehicle, everybody, you duck down because you don't want to look at it, right? I mean, it's like eerie, scary. But then when you pass there in the daytime, it's just an innocent tree.
That's right.
So that's why false evidence appearing real. It appears very real at night. That tree looks like, oh my, eerie. It just gives you the shivers, right? And then in the daytime, oh, that's just a tree. Why did we get that? False evidence appearing real. That is fear. And fear stops us in our tracks from accomplishing a lot of things. Sometimes, I know that I've paid the price to be in good health and to enjoy the health that I enjoy and, at this stage of my life. But yet sometimes some little things happen to me physically, like maybe I feel a little pain here and I say, and then I get anxious. And then I say, but why am I getting anxious? I've paid the price. I know what's going on with myself, with my body.
You know your body.
But it shakes you. It's your thoughts. It's in the head, and that's why it's so important to get the head together. I recall the statistics. There's a statistics that says 99% of the people that supposedly died from a heart attack, they didn't die from a heart attack. They died from panic. Because they panicked. I'm thinking, oh my gosh. They have sometimes, chest pains could have all kinds of different reasons why you have chest pain. It doesn't have to be a heart attack. A little gas, sometimes you get a little chest pain. Everybody have palpitations.
But Ed, I also think it helps when you're trying to deal with your fitness and all the rest of it. It does help if you have people around you who support you in the process. I think it helps if you have, in the case of female, if you have a couple girlfriends, they say, girl, you know what, I need to lose 20 pounds. So I could say I get overweight, I'm too heavy, I feel sluggish, no energy, that type of thing. I really need enough to hold me to account. Right? So the man in time, if we're supposed to meet at the gym for 6 o'clock and 6:30 on, and say me, please, somebody call me. Cuss me out. That's me where to go on.
Right.
If you don't see me, they drink too much beer, they happy up on the weekend, or when I sit down for eat my plate too full, help me check myself, right? And I think if you put a group of people together who you ask them to help you to hold yourself accountable, that works as well.
But I think the important part is you ask them to help you. Because if you do it to people who didn't ask you, then you're offended.
Of course.
You answered you mentioned two important principles in achieving your, when you're on that fitness or weight loss journey: accountability and support. Those are the two key. I mean, without those, you're just you have. You don't have
in the wind, no?
Yeah.
Right. You're not going to make it. You need to be accountable, and you need to have that support from the people around you. Now, let me just say this in that same breath. I have to say this. That support may come in two ways. It may be support where they are with you, but you have to be able to derive support even from those people who are not with you, in the sense that people like to make negative comments about you.
That's what I said,
right?
Yeah.
I mean, you might find yourself working hard and you are at the epitome of your, and somebody has said, wow, you look fat. No,
sure, right there. Sure, but that's why some people don't go to the gym. Honest to goodness, because sometimes I go to the gym, it's like a popularity contest, who look better than who in a really workout outfit. Although you shouldn't get distracted by that, but it does throw you off,
Well, the gym, a lot of people go there to social. Right? People go there for the wrong reason, right? To show, first of all, everybody have to have a nice outfit. Right, a nice outfit, and then there are lots of people, and that's why they have a lot of mirrors in the gym, because you see people. I mean, they're not even working; they're so busy checking themselves out in the mirrors, right? But we got to go there, and I am not a gym advocate, because I think that the average, the busy professional does not have time to go into the gym regularly for an hour or more, right? You have, people that are are gym people to the same, and they are always at the gym, and they spend a lot of time in the gym. Retired people or people who are just
It's
fanatics.
the same thing like going to church, you know. They go to church because going to church make me righteous. They go to the gym and get me fit.
But you said
It takes more than sitting in a church pew, though.
Exactly.
You
You
know?
said a mouthful there because a lot of people go to church just to model the new dress.
But
And
I
that new
got
hat.
a church. I got a gym.
But let's just underscore the importance here of taking control of thoughts, because thoughts are things. Everything begins with a thought. You think first, and then you talk. You say, think, say, act.
Do.
Those are usually aligned. You first have to think about it, and then somebody might say, "I'm going to kill that." Don't you think kill? That's negative. That's discretion of value. And then they say it, they think it, then say it, and then it happens. It just never fails. So thoughts, we have to take control of them, especially when we're on a quest to accomplish something. We have to take control of them, and then we have to be able to turn poison into medicine when it comes to thoughts, because there are some thoughts that I call Trump thoughts.
Trump thoughts.
When they wander through your head at the wrong time, you know,
Yeah.
and then they just undermine everything.
Yeah, sure, of
We
course.
have to recognize Trump thoughts, and what we have to do with them is we have to evict them immediately. Oh no, that's a Trump thought. You know, when I think about that, I think of Jesus Christ saying, "Satan, get thee hence." Right? That's just like the thoughts that's going through his head at the time, and he's saying like, "No, I'm not going to even think that. Not now. You know, I've got to stay focused. I've got to, get done what I need to get done." And then there is the other thing, which is confidence. See, we just witnessed this presidential election in the US. And I think that the only thing Donald Trump had going for him was his confidence. I think so, But I saw his confidence carried him through. I mean, I was surprised. I mean,
Well, he had more than that.
yeah.
He had a bit more than
Well,
that.
of course.
But
that
he
was-
did display a level of self-confidence.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Well, there was a lot of people. There was a lot of negatives about his running. Yeah? But the thing that I want to say is this: that our powerful subconscious mind. That's what it responds to. It responds to confidence, right? Another word for confidence is faith. Remember, every time when Jesus Christ was doing these miracles, and I don't want to get biblical, but it's just philosophy.
Well,
Every time when he touched the eyes of the blind man, "Do you believe you can see?" And the man said, "Yes, because Jesus said, your faith has made you whole."
faith is an intangible.
Your
You can't
faith
feel
has
it. You
made
can't.
you
You
whole.
have to believe it.
Ed, we got to wrap this up.
Yep, I'm enjoying it, but we got to go.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have to go.
It's fun to be here with you guys in the morning and just to share with the listeners just some of the deeper thoughts and knowing that we can help people, that there are some people out there listening and they actually listen and they're hearing, for that matter. So I usually try to challenge myself to think deeply about what I'm going to say, and I want to say something that can make a difference.
Right.
And I'm sure you
I
do
hope- I
every
hope I've
single
done-
week.
I hope I've done that today.
I think so.
I have
Thanks,
to take
Ed.
it one Friday at a time.
Thanks, Ed. We
Thanks, Ed, for
appreciate
coming
your
in.
Sure.
coming in and sharing.
Thanks for
Folks, you know what is true? Given what Ed just said, if you're stuck in traffic somewhere out there this morning, we know you're trying to get to work, you're trying to get to school, right? Remember, you are in control of those thoughts. You decide whether or not you're going to stay locked into Love FM or you're going to show some sign of road rage, which we don't think you ought to be doing. But stay with us. When we come back, we'll have the folks from Caribbean Tires in studio with us.